Vocabulary.exe is struggling on execution. But that's a pretty normal thing around here. We expect as much, don't we? Barbecue.roast. It roastin', it toastin'. Whoa! Woohoo! Now, weather outside might be a little bit frightful, but something here is going to be, gosh darn, delightful. So when there's no place to go, fluffero, fluffero, fluffero. Alright, get on over here. Woo! Oh dear. As you can surmise, my ability to hit buttons is really struggling. It happens, I know. Sometimes you're a cat, and other times you're just struggling with the fact that you're a cat. It really does just happen. Very much so. And that can be a difficult and frustrating time. Don't worry. It's only a sometimes thing. Meowie Catmas, everyone. I hope you're ready, because I've had a peek out the window, and it very much so seems that there's some Catmas carolers running about. They tend to do things a little bit strangely. So why don't I just take one last peek out the door and make sure they aren't causing trouble, okay? Here, we'll just... Ah! Buttons, I command you. Take that, buttons. Wow. Meow-ha-ha! Meow-how! Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. 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 Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Well, I did say it was not going to be a normal Catmas celebration. Oh no, not one bit. Then again, when is a Catmas ever really that normal to begin with? It's a difficult time. There's quite a balance to be struck in Catmas. Trying to hit the fine line of being in between holidays. It both is kind of like some existing holidays, and yet also very much cat-themed and other fun things that are only Catmas applications. It happens that I am a bit of an expert in this fluffy field. So, without further ado, let us present the obligatory Catmas card. You know you want it. You know I didn't label it. Meowie Catmas, everyone. That's right, I brought you a card. Don't get roasty toasty by the fire there. Ding, we got a little Catmas card. Oh, I'm trying not to hide the Snow Friend's face. I'm so sorry, Snow Friend. Here, let me move you over, sweetie. Snow Friend! Oh dear. Alright, Snow Friend. Come on now. Oh. Well. What? There we go. Okay, Snow Friend, get over here. There we go. Perfect. It works. Bum 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 bum. Alrighty. Ding. Okay. And now the card can sit a little more comfortably. Don't worry. We'll think of something proper to put inside of it. Like, we'll figure out a good message together. So far it just says Meowie Catmas. It's still pretty cute though. I was having fun figuring out how these markers work. Turns out I'm most definitely going to, yeah, I'm really gonna have to swatch them. Because when I say this cat went from very pale pink to purple in like one tiny hue shift, I'm not joking. It's very deceiving what color is what. So that's something I'll have to figure out. Boy, it just takes a little time. I am really enjoying the fine liner marker bit, or the outlining. I have discovered that brush nibs are not only the future, but just, I really like them. I was playing with a Faber-Castell set of markers recently, and it's like, I think I just got them randomly on vacation on a whim, and honestly, I have been convinced. I had such a good time with them, and then the one I was using there was actually an Ohuhu, and I'm just like, this is great. I have fallen back in love with fine liners again, because I love brush nibs. They're just wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. So yes, we will have to come up with a nice message to put inside the card. But for now, we at least have delivered upon the obligatory card. It's a very normal thing, you know? Got your card message. And I mean, some stuff is not done. It's 12 days for a reason. I kind of forgot the difficulty, especially with plush fabric, to do embroidery by hand. Because I didn't really pull out floss, I just used, like, the base thread that I use on the machine for digital embroidery. So this, I kid you not, has been, like, more than 3 hours of work to get just this much of a coverage. So, it's like, this is gonna take a long time, or I just use, like, proper embroidery floss. And then it'll be significantly faster, even though still at a snail's pace. So, yeah. That's something. I don't think it just didn't feel right to do it digitally so far. We're gonna let it be. And we're gonna keep things cozy. A comfy, a cozy, a fluffy on and mosey. Bump. Alrighty. So, we had a little bit of Catmas carols. I know. They really take some getting used to. I will relax on the Catmas times. But we can pull out, or at least I'll move closer, some of the other bitsy bobs. Oh dear, oh me oh my. Bump bump bump. Okay. Let me seize. Alright, where on earth? Boom. Okay. Ooh. What is the oh my goodness. What is the grumpening? Okay, it's not that grumpy. It's fine. Yeah, it's truly a case of that. At some point, I will reach the limit of OBS not wanting to explode from all of the destructive chaos I do here. So, whoops. For now, it seems that I will have to just be careful with what all I throw in. 'Cause sometimes, you know, you just do one thing and everything wants to explode. Ow! I must have cap lock on. Oops. I did! Alright, let's test this. Boom. Ooh. Yes! Oh! No! Okay, so I fear what might be the current situation. But let's just see. We'll know very quickly if I have made the mistake that may have happened. Okay. Alright. Okay. I figured it out. I got so scared. But no, it's just because of a different error. So for those who have never noticed, I have it set up when I use this program that essentially there should be a little message for like your first sent message type thing. Yeah. That causes a randomized sound effect from a folder to be played that I've made. So I got jump scared by that, and I thought every time you feed the little snow friend that they would, you know, shout random noises. Because I believe I know some of the sound effects that may or may not be in that folder, and I think I can only handle so many cat sneezes and or like Kermit the Frog face reveals, so I was really scared. But yes, as promised, I figured chat can be a little more responsible now, so I kinda got you a little snow friend and this little globy. So now you can feed your snow friend with exclamation mark feed. Boop! Come on, little snow friend. There you go. Yeah. So yes, you're able to feed the snow friend and be responsible. And also, you can very much so, like, just say hi to the little friend. Exclamation mark, hi, H-I-Y-A, hiya. I believe that is the other command. How about that, little snow friend? No? Ooh, interesting. Either that, or it was just way too fast and I missed it. I believe that was one of the commands. What will make you wave? Okay, if I go to commands, where is bump? Okay. Ah, I figured out the issue. It is resolved. Ba-ba-bam. Hiya. Snow friend. Yay! Look at that happy little bead. Aw. Don't worry, your snow friend will say hi. And also, sometimes your snow friend gets a little bit toasty. I believe the command line is hotguy. Exclamation mark hotguy. Snow friend, you gonna get toasty? Oh my god! Okay. He went to the desert and got a little bit sunburnt. It's okay. He's fine now. Don't worry. It's all good. But yeah. That's a roasty, toasty snowman. He must have spent too long in the hot chocolate and gotten himself cooked. He may or may not be made of marshmallows. You never know. But yeah, our snow friend is getting there. He's looking happy. He is very much friendly. We know this. He's just a little guy. Boom. Good snow friend, right? Yeah. So, you now have a pet, and you have to be responsible. You gotta look after him. It's not my fault that he sometimes gets blown and snowing around in the snowstorm. He does need to be fed, just like a fish. You gotta like shaking little snow bits. And we might make some hot chocolates that you can give to him later as treats. But I mean, I've done my part. You now have a snow friend. And we'll always have different evolutions in our little Tamagotchi buddy. But alas, he's snowy and friendly. Good bean. Good bean. So, our dear snow friend. There's also another friend you have yet to meet. This one I did not technically put this one into easy access in the digital realm. But I mean, in some ways, I feel like that would kind of defeat the purpose, you know? Like, there's a reason that they're made of paper. And there's a reason that you're supposed to make your paper friends. Alrighty. Oh. Come on now. Ding. Camera's gonna be a fight, isn't it? Yep. Here we have our little paper friend. Introducing the first edition of... What? Oh, okay. The Paper Princess! It's really adorable. If you hadn't guessed, we now are able to produce our little paper princess friends. Whee! Now, typically, paper dolls are made with, like, brass fasteners. I use pipe cleaner. Plain and simple. I figured most people don't have a use for brass fasteners, and while most people are like, but pipe cleaners aren't things that most people use nowadays either. I'm like, they're easy enough to get, and you can just do other fun stuff with pipe cleaners. So, I opted for pipe cleaners. Both will work, but pipe cleaners also give you, like, this awesome bobbly head. I literally just taped it on the back. Like, I did use painter's tape, but it's like, there's definitely a much better method, like having a little structural base to it, and so it won't crumple the face. But yeah, we have a little paper friend of a test run, and honestly, I feel like it works so much better with the pipe cleaners. You just get that little bit more control, and bobblehead. Woohoo! But yeah, this was great. And while you might think pipe cleaners are useless, I guarantee you they hold up my green screen. Oh my goodness, I still can't get over that. Like, the command strip things that I used are like the ones for holding up broom handles. The command strips would not work for the life of me, so we had to just like, kind of like drill it into the wall to like hold them to the wall. But other than that, like, the actual cloth itself is just rivets I did into the cloth, and then pipe cleaners to hold it onto the bar. It should not work this good, but oh my gosh, the pipe cleaners are like a life send. Because I have so much pipe cleaners, I'm like, well, why not use them? Like, it works. So, yeah. And then you can get fun little beans. Oh, it got stuck on the hood. But yeah, essentially this is the idea. I will be able to, in the Paper People workshop, essentially make fun little paper friends for everyone. So we'll give someone a princess makeover and be like, okay, what is the sort of goal here, the idea, the fit, the theme? And I have essentially a base silhouette made now, So that way it's like, do any sort of recoloring or like augment the shape if there's like fluffy ears and stuff, or a tail and things like that, or if it's like actual paws or something. But it's still like, I got the core components, so it's just like fix up the base, and then it's all about the outfit decoration. So as I believe I said before, the outfit for mine is very floofy floof. And it's got the little wormhole socks for when those are done. Oh, slow progress on that front. But yeah, essentially, for me, being a princess is about being floofy and soft, because fluffy as both a texture and essentially a... Oh... The word has lost. The word is lost in the sauce. It's like you can taste colors. It's like a synesthesia, I believe. Yeah. Fluffy is a synesthesia for me of like a kinesthetic thing. But it's like representative of like a feeling or emotion in a way. So yeah, fluffy. So fluffy texture is very important. And being fluffy and feeling fluffy is essentially what makes me feel like, yeah, princess vibe, good. So, here we have a very fluffy friend. And yes, this fluffy onesie looking poncho oversized hoodie thing is a new hoodie I have. So, very fitting, I can be fluffy, and also cat fluffy. But yeah. Actually, I may or may not be able to. Let's see. If I can actually bring in the thing and then remove green. I only will be able to do the thumbnail, probably. I have learned this many times before. If I take the picture with a phone, it will not show up because, as explained with the fight between computers yelling at each other, one of them is like, yes, this is a JPEG, I can read JPEGs. And the other one is like, no, this is compressed and therefore I cannot read it. Okay. Prepare for a jump scare. Ooh. Yep, okay. That wasn't as bad of a jump scare. But yeah, it's our little paper friend. So you can actually see the eyes a little better in the digital photo. Look at that snow bean. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, crop things out. And then you can actually see. Bump, 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 bump. Ah! Look at this face. Yes. Beautiful. Boom. I'm really happy with how the eyes turned out. And while I know maybe the color scheme seems a bit bizarre, that was just I forgot CMYK settings. My bad. So, yeah, the ears were purple. This is magenta, like full-on magenta. Yeah, so I will have to be a little more careful of that in future. It happens. It happens. Huh. I didn't even realize I was ejected from audio. Welp. No, that's not the... That is not the correct thing. Bump, 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 bump. What? Oh? What? No. Okay, now it's the question of, did battery die? Or did it just get angry because it kept yelling at me and I ignored it? Okay, I think it's fine. Ah! This is fine. Boom, bam, bam, bam. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boom. Bam, bam, ba-da-da-da-do. Bam. Okay. But yes. We will have the color schemings all working out. But still, I think it's a pretty good start for Paper Friend. In the paper factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, friend, push the button." I said, "Sure." Yep. Or more so, push the beans. Boop. Excellent. Okay, let's stop hiding the snow, friend. Alright, get out of here, big friend, for now. Boom. Bye. And there we have beautiful, boisterous, blah blah, blah 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 blah. Yes. Floofity friend. Wahaha. Alright, stretch. Bam, bam, bam. Don't destroy your posture. Put a frog behind your back. It works. So, frog it is. Frog indeed. Can I actually drink from my ghosty now? Ooh. Mayhaps. We got to drink from the ghosty. Perfect. The tea is not even lukewarm at this point. It's just cold. Good job. Good job. Boom. All right now. I see. This may be seemingly the first bit of gifts for this Catmas. And I think, whilst yes, unfortunately this is a slow start yet again. Oh my goodness. You have no idea the absolute fighting that is going on. Oh my goodness. One part of your body is just like, chocolate, yes! And the other part of your body is just like, I can't walk because I had chocolate. No. It's unfair. I don't know what my body is asking from me half the time. And then I just say, okay, we'll figure out something. I know exactly why this is happening. And I'm frustrated by it, but we don't got a choice. We gotta just keep going through it. So, consider this the informal heads up that I will be out for week of 11th of January to 18th. I'll be in like trainings all day for the entire period. So I'm most likely not going to be able to do streams of things for that time period. And instead we'll hopefully have some stuff video-wise that can come out during that period. Because I will be exhausted. Understandably so. But yes, I did want to be a little more upfront because I know about this in advance, so it's scheduled, it's locked in. This coming up year, I am hoping to get organized to deal with some conventions and things. So I have some application deadlines I know coming up soon that I gotta get finished, which is part of why I'm continuing to make all the little bitsy bobs. And yeah. So, hopefully I will be able to not only attend some conventions, but, like, vend as well. And this was not something I expressly said, but this year I essentially took a break from competing for any gallery shows and stuff. I just let it sit. I already have essentially had, I think, enough different shows consecutive years that I'm just considered a bean now. I do the stuffs in terms of like grants and things, etc. So I was like, okay, I don't want to focus my energy on that right now, and I let it be. I had some group shows this year, and I just was like, that's enough for me. We're good here. At this point, I'm now like, okay, I think I've had enough people yelling at me, go do the stuffs. So I will, in fact, be looking into competing for some shows this year, if not residencies and things like that. Because, oh my goodness, in the last little while, I might not have been able to properly make and work on the projects, but I think I've got at least 2 to 3 kind of bigger projects in a way that I'm like, okay, I'm ready to put my hat in the ring and duke it out for a show. So, I have been so having fun with the late night photo shoots of absolute chaos. They're great. I mean, they're kind of upsetting, I think, in some ways, because it's just a upsetting topic, but it's like, oh, I feel so good doing these photo shoots, and I'm like, the image, the aesthetic is there, and I'm like, yes, it hit. So, yeah. If you ever thought of making an ooh-woo finger point together, like, you know, more poignant and charged with energy to be like, that is my vocabulary has died. Yeah, essentially, I've already hit that stride. I know exactly how to transform what could be ooh-woo cutesy girl iconography to instead be a battle cry. Very pleased. Much cheese. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to try and incorporate these things a little more this year, as well as continue to ramp up some other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm no longer scared of writing up all the writings and bits and bobs I gotta do. Which means it'll be less, this could be a thing, and more, you can ask for a thing and I can make you a thing. Yeah. I am no longer going to be afraid of doing commissions and stuff. I am unable to make that just like a super hard focus. Like, I'm willing to do commission work, but I know for a fact, as always, I'm too much the jack of all trades. I cannot solely do commissions as my main shtick as an artist. I can't solely be the person who will compete for a bunch of shows and things. Or at least not at this point. Because for a lot of shows, I care less so about the competing things. It's more so the fact that it's, like, at this stage, it's so much work to actually find shows and know what shows to even, like, put your hat in the ring for, that it's really just slow. Because for the most part, if you have a secured show type thing, it's like, a lot of artists will only do a few shows at best a year in terms of producing new curated works. Otherwise, they might have some reshowings of stuff and that if they're more established, etc. But it's just like, I don't have those things set up. I don't know what things to look for right now. So it is a slow process. So yeah, I'm not looking to fight and do a bunch of things. It's like, just one or two. And then just knowing when they're due so I can, like, have the longer periods to work on things. Because this is the real luxury. As much as I work fairly fast with all this stuff, like, basically this entire set, aside from the little snow globe thing and the fire, because I pre-built the fire, like, a long time ago. Yeah, this entire set piece, which, oh, I didn't actually properly show you there was an outside. My bad! Let me show you outside, sonny. Whoop! Yeah, ignore the fact that Car's not in the house, and that there's that snow block. It was to hide the carolers' feet. They didn't want to show you their feet. But yeah, like, this entire, like, little basic scene and stuff, and the card and all the other gizmos, like, I made this in a couple hours today. Like, it didn't take me that long. It was more so just that my body is having a rough day, so I can't do much. But it's like, I build most of these sets within a day. And that's a lot at times, but also, like, it's true to the speed that I do a lot of things. So, having actual, like, several month periods to work on producing a work for like a show is insane. Because even throughout like school, and then even for a lot of the scheduling I do for this, I have such short turnaround that it's like I gotta lock in and get stuff done. So it's really a luxury to actually have time to sort of really feel out an idea and just actually get stuff like fully there. Because the amount of times it's like I'm crying over shipping because I got pigments imported that are like this big. Just like eyedrop bottles, 4 of them or something. And the shipping was like $100 to just have it not be snail mail. Like, oh, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I had no choice because deadlines for school. I either had to get it or I was like unable to do the project, so I did it, but like, oh, it hurts. And yeah. So, having more time, logistics, to get things sorted out, and especially if I need to get materials imported or acquired, or do manufacturing pieces, it's like, oh, it'll be nice to have more time and leeway. So, I'm excited to continue moving forwards. And making more bits and bobs. Because for a while, I've had some of these things started, but it's just like, I had to flesh out the idea a bit first, and then it's the fun time where you just get to make the things. Because look, it could be a little home for chat. Oh, lighting's gonna fight me. Let me get a flashlight. Oh my gosh. That's a flashlight. There we go. Woo, 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 woo. There, you can see a little better now. But yeah, essentially it's like a little home. So like, you could put like little characters and stuff in it. And it could be a home for like chat, or like little animals, or VTubers and Oshis. But it's just like a cute little box. And then you can put stuff in like a clear window. Kind of like an Eat-a bag. So, yeah. I just thought having the little like felted backgrounds and stuff is a great thing for it. And even these little friends. I know it's tiny. The mitten little thumb bit is fake. But this fits a gift card. It was such a fun little thing. I've had this idea for so long, and I just never got finished. Ugh, 2 rounds of being sick. I don't like it. But yeah, it can also be like for a little mouse. Little mouse house. And I still haven't finished this guy, but the earworm. Once again, pipe cleaners are going to be your friend. And I'm essentially going to attach him to a pipe cleaner. So, like, I can put him to wrap over my ear. So he's, like, earring, but also ear cuff. And, of course, the little sock that I haven't finished still. I mean, we got limbs for the plush, but, I am not going to make a mistake and stuff the plush before I finish the embroidery. I have made that mistake before. And it is infuriating, because you gotta rip out the entire seams, basically, and redo all that work. So we're not gonna do that. We're not going to. But yeah, we're gonna be able to just do a bunch more things this year. We got our little paper friends. I have more writing and infrastructure to do for it, but really excited to be able to do some commission-based stuff and things like that. Looking forward to some of the shows and things that I'm hoping to go to. And just be more chaos. Because then, instead of it just being me making little boop bopples, I can make you guys some boop bopples too. I really should figure out what to put in the card though. There has to be something. Villagernoises.exe. I think that's one of the biggest things. I know it's a season where it can be super joyous and also super frustrating at times. I know full well. I oftentimes find holidays and stuff a really difficult time. And it's a challenge to try and raise your energy up there. As I think one of the biggest things is I want to show up and I want to do stuff. At the same time, I really do have certain points where I struggle to decide, like, okay, am I just having a bad time and I should not stream because, like, I'm sick or whatever? Or is it like, no, I just need to show up anyways because this is what I want to do. And it just makes me happy. But then you get kicked with the, your throat is just so phlegmy and sore, and it's like, you can't do things properly, and then you feel bad about it. Because whilst a lot of times, you can be alright to show up regardless type deal, just to be there, and like, that's enough, even if it's not your peak or at your best. However, with the sort of these things living on in perpetuity, via VODs or things like that in video, it's like, there's a certain amount of, even if I'm feeling unwell, or it's not like the best day, I unfortunately get hit with the, oftentimes my body is not functional enough that it really is a bad time for me to decide to go live, because I do not want to constantly sound like Kermit the Frog in the worstest of ways, and like constantly like coughing and hacking, being like, well, bleh. So we will live it with the sometimes screaming cat songs. But yeah, I think that's the sort of biggest balance. And I hope I can just like say a bit more directly at times when I'm just like, yeah, no, my body's not gonna cooperate, I'm sorry. So I think that's the biggest kind of upset in a way right now. Again, I know this training's coming up, and so I'm getting my butt kicked with all these things of like, I don't want to deal with this, you have to deal with this, me. And I think the biggest reminder with, unfortunately, my body fighting with itself today type thing, is I really don't like being sick. Shocker, eh? I think most people don't. I have spent a significant amount of my life, like, being just constantly sick. And it's just frustrating. Because you're just like, wow, I'll do these things when I feel better, and then you just never feel better, and you're like, okay. And yet at the same time, you actually feel worse about not being able to do things, because you're just like, well, I guess I just can't do anything. You end up stuck in an absolutism. Because I think a lot of it, for me, was I feared so much not being able to, like, do things and function type deal. Because I was sick and tired of being sick and having to deal with that I ended up, like, just kind of crashing and burning. Because I did, unfortunately, hit a wall where it was like, I had no choice. I only had myself to really deal with it. And it was a feeling of abandonment, in all honesty. And it's just like, when you're really having a rough time like that and stuff, the thing you want more than anything else is support. And to feel like someone's there for you, and that you're like, alright, and be okay and safe. And that was not the case. And the fact that I had to just fight it regardless, or even sometimes, like, fight with the people that were trying to help me type thing, but just had their own things going on type deal, and so they didn't actually understand what was going on or how to help and were impeding the process. It was just like, it hurts. Because I hate being unfunctional so much. I know a lot of people probably think like, oh, who doesn't like resting and relaxing and stuff like that, and like, I don't know, like just having a nap. Or especially some people are just like, oh, they're like resting or whatever, so cute. And it's like, no, that's something I'm super self-conscious of. I am such a workaholic because of this. Because unfortunately, a lot of times when I've gotten sick and things, it's like, I can't do anything, I have no choice, and I'm just constantly dilapidated and stuck in like this half-rest mode. And being unable to do anything for myself and feeling like I can't be relied upon or helpful and self-sufficient is like devastating to me. It really hurts me, it irks me, makes me feel like I'm gonna be abandoned, and it just drives me nuts. Which means I will go so much the other end that even when I'm really not doing well, I will work instead, or like just force myself to get through it. And I oftentimes do more damage than I would like to, because I push it when I shouldn't. There is a reason that so many times, despite, like, the sort of mindset and things that oftentimes goes with, like, doing YouTube videos and stuff, of you gotta constantly keep doing things, or uploading, streaming, etc. Like, I wanna make things properly, and to a certain extent. And I sometimes will push stuff so much further back and take more time off than a lot of other people that go this route. And I feel so bad, and I'll always say to Craven, I'm just like, I should just do it or whatever. I know it's not ready or this and that. And Craven looks me in the eye and says, oh, hell no. Because they'll literally see that I haven't been able to, like, walk for almost an entire day. And I'm like hobbling around and walking into every single wall. And I'm still just like, okay, so I've made the things so I can stream. And they're like, don't do this. And it's a case of like, yeah, I really probably shouldn't. But I know exactly why the voice in my head is yelling at me. Just do this, etc. So I think I know what I'm gonna write in the Catmas card for everyone. When did I get purple on there? Oh, you know what? I probably got some lipstick on it or something, because I smacked something. I don't know. Alright. Let me write this out. It'll be a bit of a surprise for everyone. Boom, bum, bum. Cat mash. Boop, 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 boom. Alright. Stew upon the fire. Alright, we're getting there. One paw at a time. Alrighty. Blah. Almost there. Ugh. I'm going to have to fight with headphone things. Alright. The letter is done. So sets the sun. I will share what it says later. Yeah. For now, I think the main thing to get across is that this Catmas season is just kind of the spirit of being able to do things and give things. Oh, the hair got all scrumful. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I didn't want to cut the hair out separately, so, fusion happened, and layers don't like that. It's fine. Yeah, Thankmas season is kind of gonna tie into some of the stuff with the start of the new year. So, yes, there will be more things for chat. You can play with the snowman, shake the globe, or whatever. And I could probably add more things onto that as time goes on. There will be more of the little gifty things. Oh my goodness, excuse me. A half hiccup thing. Ugh. But yeah, there will be more of the gifties. And so we'll have more stuff, like, we'll actually make some paper princesses out of people and things like that. I mean, they're essentially just paper people. I feel like I've explained the whole princess thing before, but like, princess is not a specific person or things like that. It's the whole vibe. It's the feeling, the it factor of like, you're just the shit, man. Yeah, that's what being princess core is. So, yeah. You can be a pajama princess. You can be a fluffy gremlin princess. You can be a jogger pants male wife. Like, you can literally just be anyone and you will still be given the princess treatment and be made into a paper princess. I'm gonna go with probably paper people as the name, just cause that's kind of the whole shtick. but it's conceptually the same. It doesn't matter what word you use. And it's also going to be a time of giving to, as well, like, other people in the community and stuff. So, we're gonna continue our last little hurrah and battle forth towards hitting some of those other incentives and goals for Thankmas. Still open to suggestions on what people want, so you're allowed to come up with zany ideas for it. We did hit one of the goals recently, so I will be essentially working on the new meme innovation thing. I know I've gotten at least one suggestion for that so far, so I'm gonna try and see what I can cook up with that. As well as I know some of my favorite charities and places are looking for help and support right now. I freaking love you, EdVideo, and everyone there. EdVideo stands for Education Video Media Arts Center. Oh my god, I know this is off by heart at this point. But yeah, I adore them. They are a home away from home, and they have been nothing but wonderful and kind to me. And I'm so happy to support and help out with Thankmas. At the same time, I'm also, like, kicking myself a bit because, if I had known, I would have done a fundraiser to help support EdVideo with their move and things currently going on. Because I had always said to myself, one of the main things for streaming of, like, setting goals and things like that was I had wanted sort of the first big charity event thing, or just sort of a main sort of collaborative event to be a fundraiser for EdVideo. So I'm like, it sucks that that's not how things worked out, but I'm sure there'll be more down the road to go. So yeah. And there will also be things for some of the other streamers and people in the community. So, if people are looking for holiday presents and stuff for the streamer peoples, or if other streamers themselves are like, hey, like, you want some fan art and stuff like that, or you want to be made into a little paper princess, like, I got you. I already have one thing made for someone, and then I have some ideas loosely in mind for other people, but we'll see what happens. Cause, like, most of these ones are just kind of my ideas or suggestions. It's not necessarily something that anyone asked for, and I don't know, sometimes you make something and it just is truly cursed, and you're like, wow, I love this and I'm happy for it, but it might just be, like, earth-shattering, like, this is the bane of my existence to the person, so sometimes I'm like, okay. Gotta be careful. This is why, when people put out there, they're just like, I want this thing. And I'm like, but you're not actually being specific about the thing you want. This is like the whole genie granting a wish. You gotta be careful. I understand it's a whole joke and a meme and a bit, but like, you gotta be careful what you're putting out there. Because sometimes a genie's gonna give you something real bad that it was not what you were looking for. So, fear. Fear, indecision, oh my gosh. Wow. I fumbled on that. Fear such indecision in things, of being inspecific in what you actually want. Be earnest in what you want type thing. It's a good policy. So yeah. We're gonna continue to cook up and do some revamping things with stream each day. So hopefully we will have the paper factory up and running soon, so we can make some paper people. And I also hope to, I'm not sure which game it's gonna be. It will probably be some sort of dice game, but I'm really excited that we should be able to hopefully do, like, an actual board game with chat. I was thinking Catan, but I feel like that's gonna be an absolute mess to try and lay out. So it might not be regular Catan. I might make something interesting. I know I never actually got around to looking and sorting out properly logistics of making a game to run as stream itself. Very, very frustrating. It's gonna be a whole undertaking. I just truly don't know that side well enough. And it's a slow process. But I know full on for a fact, with how much everything wants to explode and the delay with things, I can't keep making everything in OBS. I will explode everything, and that's not good, so I sure will not be going the minimalist route, which means we gotta build it from scratch. Ding! So, I think we shall call this Catmas party pretty much here. I mean, we can't help but end with a musical exit now, can we? I got my paws on. I hope you're ready to give pause for the pause. Oh dear, okay. I can't actually hit anything with these. Oh dear. Don't worry. We will just have some, like, Catmas singing. There we go. Woohoo! Alright. That's a backwards paw. My bad. It is with great Catmas cheer and surprise and celebration. Oh! Yep. That's, as you might fear, it is time for one last rendition of Catmas carols. Alright, let me get out of the house. Woohoo! There we go. So remember, without further affright, the good, the bad, the fluffy. We understand it can be a rough time. It can be a strenuous time of chaos. So take your time, do what you can. We're gonna have 12 days of chaotic fun. I mean, we started off with pretty much some cat singing, so it's only gonna get worse. In the bestest of ways, I think. Oh, the once-lur Tumblr sexy man. Why are you so scrunkly? Alright. Let's meow it off. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow, as Felix Arizona from Nippon Marathon would say. Meow. Alright. We've had our crab nana low fill. We've meowed enough. Very glab. Very glob go gab go glab. Glab glab. Blah 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 blah. Not glad. Super glad. And also glab. Like glob go gab go lab. Yeah! Oh well, it almost got there. Meowie Catmas! Meow! Wow! We'll see you tomorrow for the next bombarding barragement of Catmas treats. And remember, oh, I forgot to do this myself. Boom. To mail in your, lurks. Never forget your lurks. You gotta lurk. As an exclamation mark lurk. Obviously. The command to have the little letter pop up to say you checked in type thing, and a random stickery boop bop will show up. Take that. Mm-hmm. Alright now. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah.